Good morning and welcome to anyone joining me this morning for this latest Lenten art meditation. These meditations draw on the selection and the thoughts of the wonderful sister Wendy Beckett with some supplementary remarks and thoughts from me. A particular welcome if you're joining me for the first time. And just to say that these meditations are brief, they should last no more than 10 minutes. This week's theme is peace, and today's image is based on the theme, or rather, we reflect on the theme of conditional peace. Today's image is part of Giovanni Bellini's works of allegory, this sometimes called Inconstancy or Fortune, painted around 1490, Bellini being one of the most significant artists of the Renaissance period. And this is part of 4 panels offering reflections on life, a reminder that at that point, even at that relatively early point in the development of what's sometimes called Western art, not every theme was drawn directly from the religious. Sister Wendy writes this: Bellini's allegories are not always easy to interpret, but this one clearly has as its theme uncertainty, inconstancy, and insecurity. The globe balances precariously on the woman's knee, and its real support is the child, as likely as all other children to grow tired of the task and take to frolicking. Any peace that rests upon externals is in such a state of insecurity. It is a remarkably well composed work of art, capturing the capricious and fun nature of small children, and in the midst of its serious point there are real moments of delight, not least the children having fun in the water, the child blowing or cherub blowing the trumpet. The realism of children pestering their parent, their mother, for attention. And yet there is this serious central point. The grown-up in this image, representing Fortune perhaps, is only half alert to the globe for which she, as the only adult in the scene, arguably has responsibility. She seems wrapped up in her own thoughts. The children themselves want her attention, and yet she will not give them the attention they want. And her hand, oh, how it makes me anxious to see how gently her hand rests on the globe, perhaps representing the earth, and how it is a small child who performs the role of Atlas, that figure in myth who holds up the earth. So much weight on a small child's shoulders. All it would take is for the child to step forward, to decide that he or she wishes to blow a trumpet too, for the globe to fall. There is an honesty in this painting about our reality, about the precariousness which runs through life, as with so many of the paintings from this week in particular, this time of COVID and pandemic enables us to see this painting in new ways. We imagine, especially those of us who live in privileged countries like the United Kingdom, that our lives and our systems and our ways of going on are so secure, and yet they are precarious. And COVID has perhaps reminded us of the simple reality of how the vast majority of people in this world live. There is peace in this painting, but it could fall at any moment. Sister Wendy writes this: any peace that rests upon externals is in a state of insecurity. A good digestion, no financial trouble, happy relationships, an interesting career. Then the world is beautiful to us. The children smile and are at peace. But of what value is such a peace? At any moment, accident or natural change may disrupt it. A peace dependent on the woman's knee remaining still and the diligence of a small child in persisting in its atlas stance is a poor, uncertain peace. We cannot be peaceful in a dependence. So perhaps most of all, this painting invites us, during this time of Lent, to seek after the peace which surpasses human understanding, the peace of God, which is in the world, but not obviously of this world represented by Bellini's painting. Thank you once again for joining me for this short Lenten art meditation. I do hope that today's meditation and the meditations throughout this week have offered some moment of pause and moment for insight. And do be aware that, of course, these meditations across the various weeks of Lent thus far are available on this website for you to enjoy at your leisure. I shall now be taking a couple of days break and shall return with the Lenten Art Meditations on Sunday, the fourth Sunday of Lent, commonly known as Mothering Sunday, at 9 a.m. I do hope you are able to join me then. Until then, may you know the peace of God, which surpasses all human understanding. May you have a happy, holy, and blessed time.